Alright, and we're live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro, and of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. If you are watching us right now on YouTube, please don't forget to like this video and of course, do share this video. If you are watching us naman on Facebook, please do share this video, start a watch party, tag your friends, and of course, please do react to this video. Now, before we start with anything else, of course, let us all have our opening prayer.
Lord God, salamat po sa oras na ito na binigay niyo muli sa amin. Sa pagkakataon, Panginoon, salamat po sa maraming mga pagpapala at proteksyon na dulot mo sa bawat isa sa amin. At Panginoon, kami po ay humihingi ng inyong paggabay muli sa amin pong gagawin sa oras pong ito. Sana po ay marami po kaming matutunan sa mga leksyon na aming aaralin po ngayon. Patuloy po nawa na tulungan mo po kami sa aming mga pangarap, Panginoon. Ibinibigay po namin ang lahat po sa inyo, Panginoon, dahil ikaw po ang nagsabi na kung kasama ka namin sa lahat ng pagkakataon ay tunay nga po na magtatagumpay po kami. Kaya Ama, sana po ay mapakinggan mo ang mga hiling po namin na ito. I-bless mo po ang family ni Ma'am Mek, ni Sir Ram, maging ang mga pamilya din po namin, Panginoon. Dalangin ho namin ang buong bansa namin, buong mundo na nakakaranas pa po sa pandemic. Sana po ay bumuti na ang kalagayan po namin, O Diyos. Naniniwala po kami sa inyo sa mga pangako mo sa bawat isa sa amin. Salamat po sa Panginoong Jesus na nagdulot po sa amin ng pag-asa sa buhay po na ito. Ama, ito po ang aming dalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Alright, of course, we would like to welcome back the members of our Gurong Pinoy team, starting with our Team Thunders, our Team Gardner. Mag-like na po ng ating video, and of course, please do share our video. Ganon din sa members ng ating Team Newbie, Team Erickson, please do like this video, and of course, share our video. Now, all our final coaching will be exclusive only for the members of our Gurong Pinoy teams. This live stream this weekend is actually the last weekend na meron po tayong live stream through YouTube and Facebook. After this weekend, wala na po tayong live stream sa Facebook and YouTube. Magbabalik po tayo in October. But for you to be able to join our final coaching, your majorship Prof Ed that is going to start on August 21, and of course Gen Ed September, at saka meron din po tayong prayers and petition the day before your let, and of course your pre-board is also going to be scheduled. Para po makapag-join kayo for our final coaching ay magpa-member na po kayo sa Gurong Pinoy. Okay, again, ito po yung last weekend na meron po tayong live stream through YouTube and Facebook. After this, your live streams should all be through your Facebook teams, okay? Sa ating pong Gurong Pinoy team. So that's Team Erickson and Team Gardner. Doon po kayo babalik on Saturday and Sunday for your professional education na final coaching. Ang majorship po ay through your Google Classroom, okay? So again, if you still have questions, please do send us a message through our Facebook page. Sa ating po mga members, mag-send po ng message sa ating Facebook page pag meron po kayong questions. And of course, if you are still not a member of Gurong Pinoy and you'd want to join our final coaching, all you need to do is to, of course, join us. Our basic membership, that's Gen Ed and Profit, it's only 1,000. Pro, that's for our major, that's 1,250. And premium, Gen Ed Profit and major, it's 1,800. So again, go ahead and just send us a message through our Facebook page later. Okay. Now, if you are not going to be taking the LET in September, but you will be taking it in January or March or September or June, June next year, or it might be by September next year, you can join our new team, and this is called Team Piaget. Team Piaget's membership is good for 1 year. That is going to start in October until September of next year. Okay, so basic, that's Gen Ed Prof Ed, 2,000. Pro membership is also 2,000. That's major. And of course, premium, your Gen Ed, Prof Ed, and major, that's only 3,000 pesos. Now, if you are a former member, you are a member of Team Gardner and Team Erickson, your former membership fees are going to be deducted from the membership fee of Team Piaget. And we also have a discount of 500 pesos for the first 200 members. So again, if you can become a member and if you know that you are going to take the LET in January, March, or June next year, then go ahead and please become a member of Team Piaget. Okay, basahin ko lang 'to. First timer, Sir Roy Tuling, maraming salamat po. Ma'am Jumela Cabanza Garcio, good evening po. Nanonood ako lagi ng videos niyo sa YouTube. This is my first time na makasali talaga sa live. God bless po sa inyo. Hello, welcome po Ma'am Jumela. Ganon din kay Sir Roy. Welcome po sa lahat ng ating mga first timer. Sir Balmond Hilda or Ma'am Balmond Hilda, welcome po. Okay. Now, please do become one of our supporters. Maraming salamat sa ating mga supporters. They also have their exclusive Facebook group, no, where I post extra exams with answer key. So again, if you can become one of our supporters, mag-support po kayo sa Gurong Pinoy. Another method that you can support us is by sending us your stars whenever we go live on Facebook. So right now, you can also send us your stars. Please do send us your stars. And of course, you can also send us your super chat, super stickers on YouTube. Thank you po sa ating mga star senders, super chatters, and super sticker senders. Maraming salamat po. Again, we still have the 1K subscribers promo for Rain TV HD. That's my daughter. So this video is still brought to us by Rain TV HD. She's still looking for the first 1,000 subscribers. So please be one of her 1,000 subscribers and have a chance to win 200 pesos. She already has the winners for her grocery giveaway. No? Hinihintay na lamang nung dalawang winners pa natin yung kanilang grocery package. The first has already arrived. Okay, so maraming salamat Rain TV. Please do support her by subscribing to her YouTube channel. That's Rain TV HD. All right, before we start, please do like this video and share this video. Go ahead, like this video, share this video so that we can all start. This is Gen Ed, and today is August 14th, 2021. Go ahead, mag-like na po kayo ng ating video. And of course, pinaka-importante, i-share po yung ating video para naman po maka-reach out tayo sa more let takers. Hello, ma'am. Ayon. Good evening, Alan Randel, C.D. Guzman from Samar. First time na makasali. Welcome po, Sir Alan. Welcome sa lahat ng ating mga first-timers. Welcome back. And of course, sa lahat ng mga veterano natin, welcome back din. Ma'am Rhea Orevillo, ayan, hindi nakasali sa quiz tournament kasi proud member ng Team Replay. 1 year na since naka-live. Welcome back po. Ma'am Amalia Lee, yes, nagbabalik. Fresh from Korea, Ma'am Amalia. Yes, God bless po sa atin na magti-take ngayong September, sabi ni Ma'am Clarimar Baltazar. Again, please do like this video and share this video. We are going to start in just a few minutes. Okay, basahin ko po muna yung ilang comments dito. Maraming salamat for tagging your friends. Thank you. First time watching live, Ma'am Cheryl Canyo. Maraming salamat po and of course, welcome. Nagbabalik, Ma'am Santos Emmy Venerable, welcome back. Ngayon lang doon nakabalik si Ma'am ng live. First time sa YouTube Live from Lanao del Norte. Good evening, everyone. That's coming from Ma'am Jonah Zarate. Welcome po. First time, Ma'am Maria Perla Pacheco. Welcome to Team YouTube. Ayun, may mga team replay. Si Ma'am Jeneline Silva. Good evening, mga kaguro, especially Ma'am Mek and family. Bukas ko na ito panoorin. Team replay. Welcome, Mamawi Saluan Marbin. First time mag-live, lagi lang akong naka-replay. Alhamdulillah. Nakakasabay na from Isabela City. Mamek, pwede pa po ba sumali for majorship for September? Pwede pa po, Ma'am Rhea. Mag-send po kayo na message later through this Facebook page. First time, thank you so much, Ma'am Leia Enriquez. Welcome po. Ano yung basta mataba cute? Cap Emerson. Okay. If you are ready, I'm ready. Let us all start. Again, please do share our video. I-share po yung ating video. And of course, please do like our video. Mag-like po ng ating video and share our video para po yung kaklase mo, yung kaibigan mo, kahit yung kaaway mo na magtitake ng let ay makita po yung ating video. And of course, makatulong din po sa kanila. Alright? Go ahead, like our video and share our video. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Laila Liwag, for tagging your friends. Go ahead and share our video po. Mag-share po ng ating video. All right, and we start with question number 1. This is English. My mother will bring along blank, me blank, my brother to the market. Is it letter A, either nor, letter B, neither or, letter C, either or letter D, although nor? What do you think is the correct choice for number 1? Number 1, what is the correct choice? First time, malaking tulong po ito sa amin. Maraming salamat, Sir Elmer Alasinyo. Welcome po. All right, what do you think is the correct choice for number 1? I see a lot of letter C's coming from Team YouTube. Ma'am Romilyn de Guzman, good evening. First time to watch live. Good evening po and welcome of course. Letter C, letter C. Karamihang sagot ay letter C. So of course, let's go back to our question. Huwag na natin patagalin pa, no? Now going back to the question that you have here, my mother will bring along blank, me blank, my brother to the market. You have either nor, you have neither or, and although nor. Okay, maraming salamat Ma'am Aisa Grenshaw for sending us your stars. Maraming salamat po Ma'am Aisa. Okay, going back to your choices here, you all know that either and nor cannot be paired. Okay? So, hindi po sila po pwede sa grammar. Hindi po pinapares ang either and nor. Ang neither and or ay hindi din po pinapares. Okay? So, yung tamang pinapares ay either or po pwede din naman yung neither and nor. Okay? Neither nor and either or. Now, so this one would be right. Okay, this is a possible choice. This one naman, if you try to supply this to the blanks that we have there, we can say, my mother will bring along, although, me, nor my brother to the market. Of course, letter D, choice D does not make any sense. And so the correct choice here would be letter C, either me or my brother to the market. Okay, so letter C, tama, that's correct. Okay. Now we move on with number 2. Can I have blank money to buy an ice cream, please? Is it letter A, little, letter B, much, letter C, a few, or letter D, some? Okay, which one do you think is the best choice for number 2? Ma'am Rezel Ezra Cantonisa, maraming salamat po for sharing our video. First time from Ilocos Norte, welcome po. Ma'am Jeka Badua or Sir Jeka Badua II. First time and thank you po for starting a watch party. Ma'am Saida Sangiban Palunsay, maraming salamat for sharing the video and of course for the watch party. Ganon din kay Ma'am May Rose Salvador Baliscao. Thank you for sharing our video. Again, Ma'am Aisa Grenshaw, maraming salamat po for the stars. Please do send us your stars, people, if you can. Maraming salamat po for supporting Gurong Pinoy. Okay, number 2, I see a lot of D's. Letter D's for number 2. Ma'am Joy Dairet, our resident midwife, maraming salamat for your super sticker. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Joy, for always supporting Gurong Pinoy. Okay, number 2, letter D's. Letter D's. I see a lot of letter D's. Okay, now going back to number 2 here. Can I have little money to buy an ice cream, please? Can I have much money to buy an ice cream, please? Can I have a few money to buy an ice cream, please? Or can I have some money to buy an ice cream, please? The best choice, of course, would be letter D. Okay, so letter D. is the answer for number 2. Letter D, some money. Tama po kayo, no? Letter D ang ating sagot. We cannot use letter C because a few is for countable nouns. Okay? So nouns na nakakount natin. Money is an uncountable noun or it is a non-count noun. Okay? So meaning we don't say monies. Never siyang nagiging plural, no? So we cannot use a few because a few is for countable nouns. So pwede lamang siya nating gamitin sa mga nouns na nakakount natin. For example, you say, I have a few or I have a few pens. Okay, may mga ilang pens ako. Or you can say, so again, money is non-count but bills and coins are countable. So pwede kang magsabi na, I have a few coins in my pocket. Okay, so pwede yon. But little, much, and some here are all used for your non-count nouns, your uncountable nouns. So pwede sila for money. But of course, the best choice that you can supply so that your sentence or your question will make sense would be some money. Okay, so some money. That means hindi mo alam kung ilan yung exactong amount niya, no? You cannot just say, can I have little money? Hindi naman little and hindi din much. No, we don't really know what the exact amount is. And so D here is the best choice for number 2. Okay, so letter D ay tama. Okay, maraming tama. So 2 out of 2 na. We move on with number 3. This is still English. Everyone blank feeling sad when Sikgo Nadzrin gave his speech. Is it letter A, were, letter B, is, letter C, are, or letter D, was? What do you think is the best choice for number 3? Sir Ruel Abiliar, meron siyang tanong dito. Napakaganda ng tanong ni Sir Ruel. Good eve po, Coach Mec. Anong oras po magsisimula ang major ship next Saturday? Salamat po. Again, your major ship is going to be recorded. So recorded po yung ating major ship. And so you just wait until the video is uploaded. Although your questionnaires are going to be there, no, i-upload yung questionnaires in the morning of Saturday. Okay, so bantayan nyo po yan. As for the live stream, again, we are going to start with Prof. Ed on Saturday. So yung live stream po will be on Teams Gardner and Teams Erickson, Team Erickson. No? So Teams Gardner and Erickson, dun po yung magiging live natin next weekend. And of course, we are going to start at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. po tayo mag-uumpisa at medyo mahaba-haba po yung ating discussion. And so please make sure that you have taken your dinner. Kung feeling nyo ay gugutumin kayo, ay magbaon po ng inyong snack. Okay, snack, tubig, habang tayo po ay nagre-review. Okay, going back to the question that we have here. Number 3, what do you think is the best choice? Ma'am Lizelle Liboon, one of our supporters, maraming salamat po for sending us your stars. Thank you. Okay, number 3, everyone blank feeling sad when Sigko Nadsrin gave his speech. Okay, is it letter A, were, letter B, is, letter C, are, or letter D, was? I see a lot of letter D's. Okay, meron din namang B. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Riza Toybeo Obane, for sending your stars. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Riza. May D, may A, may B, pero marami pa rin yung D. Okay, karamihang choice nyo ay D. And the correct choice here is letter D. Okay, so D po yung tama dito, no? So D, sabi ni Ma'am Angela Gonzalez, tama po yung letter D. The correct choice is was because this is everyone and we know that everyone is taken as singular. Okay, so singular po yung everyone. Everyone na one word ha. This is different from everyone na kada isa, no? So even if you have everyone na kada isa, singular pa rin naman siya, pero different meaning lang sila, no? So this time right here, you have everyone, one word, and this is taken as singular. Feeling sad when Sigko Nadsrin. Now we are going to be using was instead of is because of the term gave here. Okay, so you have one other verb here which is in past form. Hence, it is common sense that would tell us that it should be was. It should also be in past form. Remember, in English, you should all be consistent. No? So whatever tense you have used in one part of the sentence, for example, should be the same as the rest of the parts of your sentence. Okay, so was feeling sad when he gave his speech. So again, we cannot use were because everyone is singular. We cannot use are because everyone again is singular. We cannot use is because we are looking for the past form of our verb, since gave here is also in its past tense. Okay? So was is the correct choice for number 3. All right, now we move on with number 4. Still English. The proverb money does not grow on trees means letter A, the fruit sold brings in money. Letter B, money comes from a money plant. Letter C, money can be obtained from the bank. Or letter D, one must be hardworking and earn the money. Okay, what do you think is the best choice for number 4? Magandang gabi, Ma'am Maria Lourdes Arganyosa. Maraming salamat po for the watch party. Sir Elmer Alasinyok, maraming salamat for sharing our video. Tuloy po ba yung LET examination ngayong September po? Until there is no cancellation announcement, then tuloy po. Sir Mark Anthony Bautista, maraming salamat for sharing our video for the watch party. Sir Mark Jerome de la Cruz Ganaban, thank you po for sharing our video. Ma'am Angel Ampo, Sir Nasser Haron, maraming salamat po for the watch party. Ganon din kay Sir Jonathan Concha. Okay, number 4, D. Again, we are looking for the meaning of the proverb that money does not grow on trees. Okay, what is the meaning of the proverb money does not grow on trees? And of course, the correct choice here is letter D. Tama, of course, yung letter D. One must be hardworking and earn the money. We cannot get money from trees. They don't grow on trees. Kahit na plantita-plantito ka, no, I mean, yung literal na meaning niya, hindi mo makukuha sa plants mo. But of course, if you are a plantito, at marami kang plants, pwede mong ibenta yung plants mo. Okay, so here, letter D po yung ating choice. Letter D is the answer. One must be hardworking and earn the money. You have to work hard for the money. Okay, number 5. This is math. Daphne, always make sure, okay, dapat may S dito, always make sure to bring coupons to the store. While shopping for cookies, she finds a box discounted by 12% from its normal price of 4.30. Okay, so this one, ano din S. Daphne has a coupon that takes an additional 4% off the already discounted price. After the sales tax of 6% on the final price, how much does Daphne spend on the box of cookies? Is it letter A, $3.78, letter B, $3.63, letter C, $3.85, or letter D, $3.59? What do you think is the best choice for number 5? Okay, I'm going to give you a few minutes to complete it. Ayan. Sabi ni Ma'am Amalia Lee, ayan, math na naman, silent mode muna ako. Number 5, ano kaya yung answer? What do you think is the best choice for number 5? Again, if you are a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams, you'd get to join our final coaching. Okay, so final coaching po again next weekend. That is going to be through Team Gardner and Team Erickson. Okay, so Team Gardner po and Team Erickson, dun po tayo magkikita for your live next Saturday. So again, that's all exclusive for our Gurong Pinoy team. So again, please do become a member of Gurong Pinoy if you'd want to join us on our final coaching. Now, another thing that they can have as an advantage is that they get to have a copy of this discussion, itong PowerPoint natin, would go straight to our Gurong Pinoy teams after this live stream. Okay, so yan po yung kagandahan ng pagiging member ng ating Gurong Pinoy teams. You also get to answer your quizzes. Ito pong quiz at the beginning of the day, no? So usually by Saturday, 6 a.m. and by Sunday, 6 a.m. ay nakakapagsagot na po sila ng kanilang quiz. Okay, number 5, may D, maraming D. Number 5, D. Meron ding C. Okay, C and D. Karamihang sagot. Ano kaya yung tama? Mm-hmm. Daphne always makes sure to bring coupons to the store while shopping for cookies. She finds a box discounted by 12% from its normal price of 4.30. Daphne has a coupon that takes an additional 4% off the already discounted price. After the sales tax of 6% on the final price, how much does Daphne spend on the box of cookies? Okay, so we're looking for the price. Now we're cooking for the amount of money that she spent for that box of cookie. Let's take a look at our explanation. Okay, so unang-una, meron siyang coupon. Meron siya nakitang box of cookies that was discounted by 12%. And the normal price was 4.30. Okay, so unang-una po natin gagawin ay kukunin natin yung 12% from 4.30, ima-minus po natin yung 12% niya. Okay, so this would be the first part. We are going to subtract 12% of 4.30 from the original price, which was 4.30. Okay, so doing this, 4.30, if you try to get 12% of 4.30, that is going to give you 0.56. So this is the amount that we are going to deduct from the original price of 4.30. So doing that, the answer would be 3.784. Okay, so 3.784 po. That means ito na yung price ng box of cookies niya nung kinuha yung discount na 12%. Now, sabi dito, meron pa siyang coupon that takes an additional 4% off the already discounted price. So, ang gagawin natin, kukunin pa natin yung 4% ng 3.784, which is already the discounted price. Okay? So, what we do is kind of like similar to the first one that we have here, no? So, but this time, our discounted price is 3.784, and we are going to deduct from this your 4%. Okay, so 4%, that will be 0.04 in decimal form. Okay, so multiplying these two to get 4% of 3.784, we have 0.15136, and we subtract that from our discounted price of 3.784, giving us 3.63264. Now, sabi ng last part ng question mo, after the sales tax of 6% on the final price, how much does Daphne spend on the box of cookies? Now, nakuha na natin lahat ng discount. This time, we are going to add 6% because this is your sales tax. Okay? Remember yung sales tax mo, ito yung dinadagdag sa final price. Okay? So, idadagdag natin yung 6% ng 3.63264. Okay? So, doing that, we have 3.63264 plus, okay, pansinin nyo, plus po ito, no, dinadagdag natin because this is the sale tax. That means, on top ng price, meron ka pang babayaran 6% ng tax. Okay, so that's 0.06, that's 6% of 3.63264. So doing that, 6% of 3.63264 is 0.2179, etc. And so we add that to our price of 3.63264. The final answer would be 3.8505984. So this is the price that she paid, okay, from the original amount of 4.30. Okay, so sa 4.30, kinuha yung 12% at kinuha pa yung 4%. And so finally, nung dinagdag yung sales tax na 6%, ito na po yung ating sagot. Okay, so that's 3.85. And so the correct choice is letter C. Okay, letter C po ang ating sagot. Okay, so letter C. Now, ganito dito sa Amerika, no, meron pang sales tax, meron pang tax per item. So, kada item po meron pang tax, no? So, pag meron kang $100 dito, hindi katulad sa Pinas na minsan, kung ganito lang yung pera mo, pinapasakto mo yung pera mo, no? So, kung ano yung bibilhin mo, dito sa Amerika, magugulat ka kasi imbes na $100 yung babayaran, sobra pa dahil kada item po ay may 8% na tax. In South Carolina, may 8% pa na tax kada item. Okay? So, iba yung pag-shopping dito kaysa sa pag-shopping sa Pilipinas. Sa Pilipinas, kung ano yung price yun na talaga, no? Hindi ko alam kung may tax ba yun or wala, no? Nakalagay na sa item mismo yung tax. Okay? So, this right here, number 5, C po ang ating choice. C. All right, we move on with number 6. If x is divisible by 3 and y is divisible by 5, which of the following must be divisible by 15? Is it number 1, xy, number 2, 3x plus 5y, number 3, 5x plus 3y. What are your choices? The choices are letter A, 1 only, letter B, 1 and 2 only, letter C, 1 and 3 only, or letter D, 1, 2, and 3. Which one do you think is the best choice for number 6? Sir Alexander Baring na late. Habol lang po. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for number 6? Ayan na naman si X nagpaparamdam. Sabi ni Sir Erickson. Si X na masarap balikan? Totoo ba, Ma'am Tin? Okay, I see a lot of letter D's dito sa ating team Facebook. Mm-hmm. Letter C. Samot-sari din naman ang inyong sagot. Okay, C. Meron ding D. Ay, number 5 pa lang pala to. Okay, number 6. Karamihang sagot dito sa team Facebook ay D. Sa team YouTube, marami ako nakikitang C. Okay. Let's go back to the question that we have here. If x is divisible by 3, so x is divisible by 3, and y is divisible by 5, which of the following must be divisible by 15? Okay, so say you have xy dito, so that means you will be multiplying x and y. No, say you assign x as 3 and y as 5. Okay? Kunwari lang, no? I-assign na lang natin sila because x is divisible by 3, sabi, and y is divisible by 5. Now, multiplying this, you have 15. Okay? The question is, which among the following must be divisible by 15? And so, we know that 15 here is correct. Okay? So, number 1 ay tama. Okay? Tama yung number 1. Now, what about 3x plus 5y? If still we give a value of 3 for our x, no? So that would be 3 times 3 plus 5 times 5. Okay, 5y. So lagay pa rin natin, gamitin pa rin natin value for y is 5. Okay, so that would be 5 times 5. And so you'll have 9 plus 25. Okay, so you have 9 plus 25. Okay, 9 plus 25, of course, that would be 34. Is 34 divisible by 15? Of course, we know that that is not true. And so, X itong number 2. Okay, so X yung number 2 natin. Now, what about number 3? 5x plus 3y. 5x plus 3y. So, say we still use 3 for our x. So, that would be 5 times 3 plus 3, we use 5 for y. Okay, so that would be 3 times 5. Okay, so that's 5 times 3 plus 3 times 5. That would be 15 plus 15. Okay, so 15 plus 15. Of course, that would give us 30. And the question is 30 divisible by 15? Of course, the answer is yes. And so, tama po ang 1 and 3. The correct choice is letter C. Okay, so letter C is the answer. Letter C po, tama. Okay, so letter C po ang ating sagot for number 6. Awit, sa mga mali, awit, pero move on. Okay, lalaban pa rin. Number 7. This is still math. In a set of 5 points, the mean, median, and mode are each equal to 8. Which of the following could be the data set? Is it letter A, 5, 7, 8, 8, 12? Letter B, 7, 7, 8, 8, 12? Letter C, 7, 8, 8, 8, 12? Or letter D, 7, 8, 8, 10, 12? Which one is the best choice or the correct choice for number 7? Number 7. Sir, sabi ni Cap Emerson Barbosa, hindi gumana ang pagpikit ko ah. Pag math ba, pumipikit lang? Nasasakto yung sagot minsan kapag ka pumikit. All right, number 7, in a set of 5 points, the mean, median, and mode are each equal to 8. Which of the following could be the data set? Okay, ano kaya yung tamang choice for number 7? Ma'am Lady Grace Miranda, welcome po and congratulations, fresh college graduate. Sabi ni Ma'am Lady, Lady or Lady? Planning to take the LET next year. Okay, karamihang sagot ninyo ay A. Karamihang sagot ay A. Now, going back to the question that we have here, no, meron kang set of 5 points. And the mean, sabi dito, mean, median, and mode are equal to 8. Now, unang-una, balikan natin kung anong ibig sabihin ng mean, median, and mode. We have a separate video for that. No? Hanapin niyo po sa ating YouTube channel. Meron po tayong video on the mean, median, and mode, no? Assessment of learning. Now, mean, median, and mode. Again, when you say mean, this is your average. No? Yung tinatawag nating arithmetic mean. Of course, you know how to get the arithmetic mean or the average of your sets, no? Or your data set. What you do is you simply add all the points that you have, you divide that by the number of items that you have, the number of data that you have, and that will be your mean. Ang median naman, that would be the middlemost score. Okay? So, nasa gitna siyang score. So, looking at the choices that we have here, since you have 5 different items, 5 different data, your middlemost would be the one in spot 3. Okay? So, pangatlong number ang middlemost mo. So, A has 8. So, tama. No? Median niya yung 8. Ito, ganun din. 8 din median niya. Eto, ganun din. Median din niya 8. And eto, ganun din. So, lahat sila tama in terms of the median. Okay? So median nila would be 8. The middlemost score is 8. Now, again, remember, if your middlemost score, you're looking for the middlemost score, the median, but you have 6 numbers here, for example, wala kang pinakagitna, what you do is you get the 2 numbers at the center and you get their average. Okay? So, yan pong ginagawa natin kapag ka even yung number of data na meron ka sa isang set. Now, the last part here is the mode. Yung mode naman would be the most frequently appearing score. No? So, yung pinaka maraming number na meron ka sa inyong yung data set. Now, for letter A, for example, so tama siya, no? 8 yung mode. Kasi 8, dalawa. Meron tayong dalawang 8. Isa lamang yung 5, isa lamang yung 7, isa lamang yung 12. So, mode natin would be 8. Now, letter B mo, although 8, we also have 2 8s here and we have 2 7s, we cannot consider this as your answer because of course, this is bimodal. Bimodal siya, no? Hindi nag-iisang 8 lamang yung kanyang mode. Dalawa po yung kanyang mode, there's 7 and 8. So, iligwak na natin itong letter B, no? Eliminate mo na siya. Now, letter C, yes, po pwede siya dahil mode niya ay 8. Pinakamaraming scores niya ay 8. Ganon din naman sa letter D. So that means meron pa tayong natitirang tatlong possible answer. Now, what we do then is to get the mean. Siya lamang yung makakapag-determine kung ano yung ating sagot, no? So, again, we start with letter A. Try natin muna yung letter A. We have 5 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 12 divided by 5. Bakit 5? Dahil meron kang 5 different scores there. Okay? So, doing that, you have 8 plus 12 is of course 20. 7 plus 8 is 15. So that would be 35 plus 5. Okay, so 35 plus 5, of course, that's 40 divided by 5. And so, the answer is 8. So, alam mo na tama itong inyong letter A. Letter A ay tama. Okay, so letter A na po ang ating tamang choice. Okay, Sir Young Servant, nag-message na po ako sa PRC kasi wala po ako sa list ng mga mag-take ng exam. Ang major ko ay Bio-Sci. Okay, so hintayin na lang po natin yung sagot ng PRC, sir. Okay, so number 7, letter A is the answer. Number 7, A po. Alright, we move on with number 8, math pa rin. When x equals 1 half, what is the value of 8x minus 3 over x? Is it letter A, 1 half, letter B, 2, letter C, 5 halves, or letter D, 5? What do you think is the correct choice for number 8? Number 8 na po tayo. Number 8, mga kaguro. Ano kaya ang ating sagot? Number 8. Ma'am Morena Kadatuan, tanong ko lang kung anong team belong ang oldest member ng Gurong Pinoy? Oldest member, I assume by duration, no? Kung gaano ka katagal ng member, that would be Team Gardner po. Team Gardner. Di po oldest member in terms of the age, no? So, oldest member, that would be Team Gardner po. Team Erickson is the newer team that we have. Okay. Number 8. When x equals 1 half, what is the value of 8x minus 3 over x? Okay, so ano kaya yung sagot? Karamihang sagot nyo ay D. Meron din namang B. Okay, B and D. Agaw-agaw. O, yun. May nag-change na. Cap Emerson ay 8B pala. Bakit X na naman? Sabi ni Sir Roel Igano. All right, so again, going back to number 8 here, when x equals 1 half, what is the value of 8x minus 3 over x? Okay, so ano kaya yung correct choice? Is it 1 half, 2, 5 halves, or 5? Let's go to our next slide. Okay, so you have x equals 1 half, and we are looking for the value of 8x minus 3 over x. Okay, so we try to substitute 1 half to our equation here, no? So, i-substitute natin yung equation natin, yung 1 half sa lahat ng x dito sa ating equation. So, you have 8 multiplied by 1 half minus 3 over 1 half. Okay, now doing that, this means 8 divided by 2, no? So, 8 divided by 2 because that is 8 times 1, which is 8, divided by 2. And of course, that would give you 4. Saan ang galing yung 4? Diyan sa 8 divided by 2. So, 4 minus 3 over 1 half. So 4 minus 3 over 1 half. 4 minus 3, of course, that would give you 1. So that's 1 over 1 half. Now, since this is division, what we do is we multiply 1 by the reciprocal of your denominator na 1 half. By reciprocal, we mean, ano tawag dyan? Papalitan natin yung position ng numerator and denominator mo, isi-switch natin. And this time, we are going to multiply those two, no, imbes na division. So 1 divided by 1 half would be equal to 1 times 2 over 1. Or simply, that would be equal to 1 times 2. Okay, so 1 times 2 lang naman yan. Okay, so 1 times 2, of course, that would give you the answer, which is 2. Okay, so 2 po yung ating correct choice for number 8. And that would be letter B. Okay, so tama yung letter B. 2 is the answer for number 8. Okay, we move on with number 9. This is still math. In Cherokee County, the fine for speeding is $17 for each mile per hour the driver is traveling over the posted speed limit. In Cherokee County, Kirk was fined $221 for speeding on a road with a posted speed limit of 30 mph. Kirk was fined for traveling at what speed in miles per hour? Is it letter A, 13, letter B, 17, letter C, 43, or letter D, 47? What do you think is the best choice for number 9? Still math. Okay, there is a very good question here coming from Sir Ralph Empainado. Hello po, Ma'am Mek. Kakahabol lang, ask ko lang po kung kaming naka-enroll na pero second batch pa mag-let. Kung pwede po kami sumali ng final coaching, the answer po ay yes. pwede po kayong sumali sa final coaching natin, which is through Team Gardner and Team Erickson. Dahil after po ng ating September na let, no, September 2021 na let, ay wala na po tayong upload sa ating Gardner and Erickson because we are going to move to Team Piaget. Okay? So, tatapusin po muna yung program for Team Gardner and Team Erickson. So, pwede po kayong sumali. Sir Ralph Joseph Empainado, tsaka po pala kung mag-join ulit kami for let next year, ibabawas na lang po ba yung binayad namin? Yes po. Ibabawas po yung former membership fee nyo sa membership fee ng um, team, team Piaget. Tama, Team Piaget. Kakalimutan ko yung pangalan ng team. Hindi pa kasi nakasimula, no? All right, number 9, I see a lot of letter C's. Letter C's for number 9. Merong ng hula, Ma'am Tien. Okay, going back to the question that we have here. So you have a situation kung saan yung isang driver ay nakapag-fine, no, binigyan ng fine na $221. This is in a part of the US, Cherokee County, and it says here that there is a speeding fine of $17 for each mile that you go over the posted speed limit. Now, he was driving on a road with a speed limit of 30 mph, and he paid 221. Now the question is, at what speed in miles per hour did he drive, no? So ano kaya yung speed niya? Is it 13, 17, 43, or 47? Let's take a look at our explanation. Now, for us to be able to get the number of miles that he was driving above the speed limit, we are going to divide 221 by 17, no? Kasi kada mile that he went above the speed limit is $17. So, i-divide natin yung 221 by $17. Doing that, that's 221 divided by $17. We are given 13. Okay, so that's 13 miles above the limit. So 13 miles po yung sinobra nung kanyang takbo, no, above the speed limit. Now, the original speed or the speed limit was 30 mph. And so what we do is we simply add 13 to 30, and so that gives us the answer of 43. Yung pinaka-speed niya was 43, which is 13 miles above the speed limit. Okay, and so the correct choice is letter C. Tama po ang letter C. Okay, so letter C po ang ating correct choice. Okay, number 9 is C. We move on with number 10. This is science. A or an blank is any substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. Is it letter A, compound, letter B, molecule, letter C, element, or letter D, atom? Okay, which one do you think is the best choice for number 10? Sir Ralph Joseph Empainado, last na po ma'am, hanggang kailan po pwede mag-enroll for let next year para ma-avail yung ibabawas or discount? I will get back to you later. Until when can they enroll so that they can still have the... No. The question is yung former membership fees nila na maibabawas. Wala bang limit? Okay, there is no limit according to Sir Ram. Okay, so according to Sir Migs, there is no limit. You can enroll anytime. For the former Gardner and also former members of Team Erickson, you can enroll anytime. You can still have the former membership fees deducted from your Team Piaget's membership fee. All right, again, please do share our video. I-share po yung ating video so that we can reach out to more people. Please do share our video. And of course, if you can still send us your stars and your super chat, super stickers, we are going to greatly appreciate that. Okay? Now, kakatapos lamang po ng ating grand tournament. Meron na po tayong winners. So, dyan po natin ginagamit lahat ng funds na nakukuha natin for your stars and also sa super chat, super stickers natin. No? So, mamaya po, i-announce yung ating top notchers for our grand tournament. First prize, of course, is 3,000. Second prize, 2,000. And third is 1,000. So, abangan nyo po yan later. Okay, now, grand tournament had the same question as the ones that we are tackling today. Kaya para po makita din ng lahat no, kung ano yung questions sa grand tournament, ito po yung naging questions nila. Okay, so number 10, A or N, is any substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances. You are saying letter C, element, and of course letter C, element is the correct choice. Okay, so C, element ang tama for number 10. Okay, not a compound, not a molecule, not an atom. When you say element, this is any chemical substance that cannot be broken down. Yan po yung hint nyo, no? Cannot be broken down, elementary. And so that's element. Now, we all know that atom, your atom naman, this is the basic block of matter, no? The building block of matter, basic unit of matter. Anything around you is matter, and the building block of that is an atom. Now, your molecule and compound, these are already combinations of elements. Combinations na sila ng element. So your compounds are combinations of your elements in fixed proportions. So fixed proportions yung compound mo. Your molecule, usually, these are also combinations of elements. Ang pinaka-difference ng compound and molecule mo, pag meron kang two atoms combined, we use the term molecule. Hindi natin ginagamit yung term na compound. Say you have O2. Okay, so you have your diatomic molecule, yung tawag natin, diatomic molecule, your O2, two atoms of oxygen together. This is considered a molecule. No, pinaka-term na ginagamit is molecule and not a compound. Okay, so compound usually iba-ibang elements together. All right, so 10 again, that would be letter C, element. We move on with number 11. This is still science. Okay, so bio, no, ecology ito. An autotroph, from the Greek autos, which means self, and troph, which means nourishing or producers in our food chain, is an organism that produces complex organic compounds such as carbohydrates, fats, and proteins from simple substances, generally using energy from light, which we call photosynthesis, or inorganic chemical. They do not need a living source of energy or organic carbon. Which of the following is not an autotroph? Okay, so napakahaba ng selection mo dito. Usually my hint, one help that you can do, or one very important thing that you can do, is you go straight to the question. Kasi minsan masasagot mo din naman yung tanong even if you don't read all of these. Okay, so go straight to the question. The question is, which of the following is not an autotroph? That means something that cannot make its own food. Okay, so which one do you think is the best choice? Is it letter A, oak tree, letter B, roses, letter C, corn, or letter D, mushroom? Okay, which one do you think is the best choice? Mm-hmm. Ma'am Leslie Esteban, non-edu grad, nursing grad. Kumuha po ako ng units for teachers. Pwede po mag-join. Yes po. Just send a message through this Facebook page kung saan po kayo nanonood ngayon. Mag-send po kayo ng message later. Ma'am Clarimar Baltazar, tapos na po yung ating tournament. Nagtatanong siya about sa tournament kung paano sumali. Exclusive po siya for our teams, Gardner and Erickson. No? So lahat po ng ating mga palaro ay exclusive po for teams, Gardner and Erickson. Especially mga quizzes natin. So kung member ka po, maaring hindi mo nakita, Ma'am Clarimar. Tapos na po siya, kahapon po yung grand tournament nila. Sir Ruel Igano, kung magpa-member po ako sa Team Piaget, magkano po membership fee ko? Just send a message through our Facebook page. Kasi hindi po fixed no yung ating membership fee dahil iba-iba po yung naging payment nyo sa ating former members ng Team Gardner and Team Erickson. Meron po kasing ibang nag-pay ng 250 pa lamang yung payment nila, naka 1 year na. 250 pa rin yung mga unang-unang batch ng students natin. Merong may 500, merong naka 1,000 plus na payment. So, paiba-iba kasi yung nagiging promo natin. So, para po masagot yung inyong question, just go to our Facebook page later and of course, send us a message para mabalikan po yung messages nyo with Gurong Pinoy. Para malaman po kung magkano yung former membership fee nyo. Okay. Ma'am Marisa Apari Kotamora Armencia. Again po, as mentioned, your Team Gardner and Team Erickson would retire after September 2021. And so we are going to open Team Piaget, no, yung bago po nating teams, and that would be good for 1 year. And so pag hindi pa po kayo mag-e-exam this September, kailangan po mag-join kayo sa bago nating team, which is Team Piaget. Okay? So yung membership fee nyo po for Team Gardner or Team Erickson ay babawas po sa membership fee ng inyong Team Piaget. Ma'am CJ Canyo, Ma'am Mek, pwede pa po bang humabol for final coaching? Yes po, habol po kayo. Send us a message to this Facebook page. All right, going back to the question that we have here, which of the following is not an autotroph? Now, you know that autotrophy, the ability to make your own food through photosynthesis, is a function of your plants. So sa makatuwid, hanapin lamang natin kung saan dito yung non-plant, saan dito yung hindi plant, no? Your oak tree is a plant, your roses are plants, your corn is a plant. Letter D is the answer because mushroom is not a plant, it is a fungus. Okay, so fungus siya, no? Parte siya ng kingdom fungi. They pronounce it as fungi here. In our case, usually in the Philippines, we say fungi. Okay, so but here, I pronounce it as fungi because my students pronounce it as fungi. Okay, so letter D, mushroom po ang ating choice. That's the answer because part siya ng fungi kingdom or fungi kingdom, no? Hindi po siya plant, it is a fungus. Okay, so letter D, mushroom is the choice. Now, we move on with number 12. Number 12 na po tayo. What is Newton's first law of motion? Is it letter A, every action has an equal opposite reaction? Letter B, an object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Letter C, the force acting on an object is equal to the mass of an object times its acceleration. Acceleration. Letter D, energy is not lost nor created. Which one do you think is the correct choice for number 12? Sir Daryl, John Clavelviray, Mamek, how much to avail po yung final coaching? Again, your final coaching is exclusive for our teams Gardner and Erickson. So for you to be able to join your final coaching, magpa-member po kayo sa ating Team Erickson and Team Gardner unless po gusto nyo mag-join sa majorship ng or sa final coaching na major at Team Gardner, Team Erickson member po kayo. That means Gen Ed Prof Ed lang po kayo. Kailangan nyo din po mag-join ng major, of course. Okay, but for your Gen Ed Prof Ed, nandun po sa Team Gardner and Team Erickson. So if you are already a member, ay makaka-join po kayo. Okay, so diretso po tayo sa Team Gardner and Team Erickson for your final coaching. Okay, number 12, I see a lot of letter B's. Now, going back to number 12 here, you remember Lolo Isaac Newton, no? Ito yung nagbigay sa atin ng different laws of motion, tatlong laws of motion. He also was said to be the discoverer. Sabi, nakadiskubre na merong gravity. Of course, gravity was already there, pero yung nagput ng notion ng gravity into the books and into the scientific world would be Isaac Newton. Okay, so si Isaac Newton talaga nag-umpisa. Siya yung naalala nyo, yung kwento ng ating science teachers before, siya yung nahulugan ng apple sa ulo. Okay, because of course Newton was living in Europe. Mabuti na lang hindi sa Pilipinas, no? Baka hindi apple yung nahulog sa ulo ni Newton, baka nyog. Ano kaya nangyari kay Newton kung nyog yung nahulog sa ulo niya, no? And so again, remember Lolo Isaac Newton, very studious. He was a child of farmers, but he did not want to become a farmer. And so he studied in a university and he studied very hard. He came up with all these laws in physics, especially. And so he never had a love life, okay? He died a virgin, never been touched, never been kissed, no? Died a virgin. Yan po yung life ni Sir Isaac Newton. And of course, he was able to come up with these three laws of motion, very important in our study of physics. Okay, so itong three different laws of motion according to Isaac Newton. Now, sabi dito, yung first law of motion ni Isaac Newton would be letter B. Tama po yung letter B. An object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Ito yung kanyang first law of motion, which is also called the law of inertia. Okay, the law of inertia. Remember, inertia is the tendency of a body to resist any change in motion. Okay, so yung kama, pag walang gumagalaw, no? Pag walang gumagalaw, walang naggagalaw sa kama, hindi siya gagalaw. Okay, so an object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force or an object at rest stays at rest unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Okay, so that's the law of inertia, which is the first law of motion. This is exhibited by a person inside a car. Kaya tayo may seatbelt. Kaya may seatbelt ka, no? Dahil may inertia yung body mo. So kung wala kang seatbelt at continuously nagmo-move yung car, once the driver stops the car, once the driver hits the brake, the tendency of your body is to continue moving. So po pwedeng umapaw ka, no? Po pwedeng lumabas ka ng car. And so kailangan meron kang seatbelt. So again, please do wear your seatbelts, no? To avoid any accidents, mag-wear po ng inyong seatbelt. That's your law of inertia. Now, the second law of motion of Isaac Newton would be letter C. Itong letter C po, yung kanyang second law of motion, which is called the law of acceleration. Yung law of acceleration mo naman, ito yung nagsabi na force equals mass times acceleration. Okay, so force equals mass times acceleration. So that means, pag mas malaki yung puwersa or pag mas malaki yung mass ng isang object na kailangan mong i-move, say you have a basketball and the other ball that you have, meron kang dalawang ball, no? Yung isa ay basketball, the other one is a bowling ball. You want to move them with the same acceleration. Of course, if you'd want them to have the same or equal acceleration, what you do is you would be exerting more force, more effort on your bigger mass, which is of course your bowling ball. Okay, so mas malaki yung mass, mas mabigat yung object, mas malaki yung puwersa dapat yung inyong gagamitin. Okay, so that's letter C, no? Yung the second law of motion, the law of acceleration, the force acting on an object is equal to the mass of an object times its acceleration. Law number 3, itong ating letter A, every action has an equal opposite reaction. That's the law of action-reaction or the law of interaction. Kaya si Manny Pacquiao, no, magkakaroon na naman siya ng match. Parating na yung match ni Senator Manny Pacquiao, I don't know when. Whenever he is hitting someone's face, no, at na-knock out yung kalaban ni Senator Manny Pacquiao, kahit na na-knock out yung kalaban niya dahil nga sa force na meron yung pambansang kamao, yung pambansang kamao ay namamaga din after ng boxing match. Okay? So namamaga din yung kanyang kamao because whatever force the kamao exerts on the face of the opponent, that is also the amount of force that the face of the opponent is exerting on the kamao. Okay, so equal amount of force but in opposite direction. Okay, so for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Sana all, no? Sana yung crush mo ganyan din. For every action mo, meron din siyang opposite reaction. Okay, so yan po yung law of interaction, law of action-reaction. And so this is exhibited by the birds who are flying, no? So the birds are pushing the air molecules downwards and the bird's body on the other hand is being pushed by the air molecules upwards. Ganon din sa fish. The fish is pushing the water molecules backwards and then in return, the body of the fish is being pushed forward. Okay, so law of action-reaction siya. Okay, now, letter D, energy is not lost nor created. Dinagdag ko lang siya dyan, no? This is the law of conservation of energy. Okay, so energy is not lost nor created. And so here, letter B po ang ating choice. Okay, so letter B, that's the law of inertia. Tama po yan? We move on with number 3. What is the formula for force? Sinabi ko, no? Kakasabi ko lang a while ago. Ano kaya ang sagot? Sabi ni Ma'am Gemma Ramil, kung niyog ang nahulog, hindi na niya makikilala ang gravity. Okay, number 13. 13. Ano kaya yung tamang choice for number 13? 13C, C, a lot of you are saying letter C. Of course, that would be letter C. Remember, this is force equals mass times acceleration as specified, no, as mentioned in the second law of motion of Isaac Newton. which of course is the law of acceleration. Okay, so force equals mass times acceleration. Okay, so letter C ang ating choice. We move on. That is our formula. Again, force equals mass times acceleration. We move on with number 14. This is physics. A low voice has blank. Is it letter A, short wavelengths? Letter B, no wavelengths. Letter C, high sounds. Or letter D, long wavelengths? Okay, which one do you think is the best choice for number 14? Number 14 na po tayo. Number 14. Number 14. What do you think is the correct choice for number 14? Mm-hmm. 14, I see a lot of letter A's. Short wavelengths. Okay, number 14. Number 14, letter A. Karamihang sagot. Tingnan natin, karamihan kaya ay tama or karamihan kaya ay ligwak. Number 14, a low voice has. Correct choice would be long wavelengths. Okay, so low voice, long wavelengths. That would be your explanation there. Okay, so low voice, that means low pitch. Mas mahaba po yung kanyang wavelength. So less frequent siya, no? Lower yung frequency niya, but longer yung kanyang wavelength. That's your low pitch. That's your low voice, no? For example, si Pavarotti. Now, high pitch. High pitch mo naman, meron siyang shorter wavelengths. It's higher frequency. It's got higher frequency, no? Mas frequent siya, but it has shorter wavelengths. That's for your high pitch sound. And so the correct choice is letter D, long wavelengths. Okay? Ligwak, ganun. Okay? Kaya nga ayaw ko ng opera dahil long wavelengths. Sakit sa ulo. Ayun. Okay, so letter D po ang ating tamang choice dito. Hindi po letter A, no? So low voice, long wavelengths. High voice, high-pitched voice, that would be shorter wavelengths. Okay, so letter D, ang tamang sagot, awit, pero move on, ligwak, genocide ang nangyari. Okay, we move on to number 15. This is physics still, no? No, it's not physics, astronomy. A black hole is formed when, letter A, after a supernova occurs. Letter B, when a white dwarf turns into a black dwarf. Letter C, when a black dwarf turns into a black dwarf. Or letter D, an eclipse happens. Okay, which one do you think is the correct choice? 15. Again, please do share our video if you're still watching us. And of course, if you can still share our video. And if you can, please do send us your stars and of course your super chat, super stickers. We're using all this for our different activities, no? Sa lahat ng activities na meron tayong, of course, mga papremyo. So please send us your stars, share your stars with us. Yung stars po, your stars button can be found there near your chat box, dyan po sa Facebook. And of course, pwede din po kayo maging isa sa aming mga supporters. Meron po diyang supporter button near your chat box sa ating Facebook. And chat box or comment box sa ating chat sa ating Facebook. If you are watching us on YouTube, please do share our video po. Of course, you can also send us your super chat, super stickers. Maraming salamat. All right, number 15. A black hole is formed when, correct choice is letter A. Letter A po ang tama, no? So, after a supernova occurs, supernova is an explosion of a star. Okay, so that's when a black hole is going to be formed. Your white dwarf and black dwarf, yung white dwarf mo, ito yung papatay na star, no? So, malapit na siyang mamatay. Meron pa siyang radiation ko konti until maging black dwarf na siya. Black dwarf na siya. Almost similar to your black hole, pero ito ay nangyayari sa smaller types of stars mo. Okay, so this right here is the evolution of your stars. They all start with your nebula, no? So inyong stellar cloud with protostars. Ito yung nag-uumpisa ng stars mo. Now, you can have a large star or a small star. Pag susundan mo yung small star mo, it can become a red giant. Then, it can have an explosion. This time, your explosion is called a planetary nebula. Then of course, that explosion would lead to a white dwarf. Ito yung papatay na star nga, no? Yung meron pa siyang kakaunting radiation until maka-form siya ng, it would turn into a black dwarf. Pag naging black dwarf na siya, wala na siyang radiation. Okay, so it's all dark na. Now, if your nebula has formed a larger star, you can have a red supergiant. Now, the explosion of this is termed not a planetary nebula, but a supernova. When you have your supernova, it can create a black hole, or it can also create a neutron star, new star. Okay, so the correct choice that we have is letter A, after a supernova. Okay, we move on. This one naman are the different types of eclipses. You all know this. Palagi po itong lumalabas sa let. You have solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Tandaan lamang, solar eclipse, your acronym is SME. Okay, so SME po yung acronym for your solar eclipse. That's Sun, Moon, Earth. Moon po ang nasa gitna ng Sun and Earth. Your lunar eclipse, the acronym is SAM, Sun, Earth, Moon. Okay, Earth is found in the middle or between the sun and the moon. Okay, so that's your solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Tandaan po ang inyong acronyms para hindi mahirapan sa let. Alright, we move on. Ma'am Gretchen Mott, maraming salamat. Hello, Ma'am Mek. First timer po. Dami ko nang na-download na videos nyo since last year. Maraming salamat for supporting and watching Gurong Pinoy. Number 16, this is the third stage of the life cycle. This stage, it is called a blank. Okay, life cycle ng butterfly ito. Letter A, caterpillar. Letter B, egg. Letter C, chrysalis. Or letter D, butterfly. What do you think is the correct choice? Awit, ganun. Sabi ni Ma'am Gemma Borromeo, okay lang yan. Move on, awit, pero move on. Kahit sa love life, nasasaktan, pero move on ka agad. Rebound ba ka agad? Okay, number 16. I see a lot of letter C's for number 16. Letter C's. Okay, again, we are looking for the third stage in the life cycle of your butterfly. Caterpillar, egg, chrysalis, or butterfly. Okay, correct choice here. Maraming sumagot. Marami din naman yung tama. That's letter C, chrysalis. Okay, so chrysalis is the answer for number 16. Letter C is chrysalis. If you are looking at the life cycle of your butterfly, remember you have the acronym. Tandaan yung acronym na ELPA. Okay, ELPA. Egg, larva, pupa, and adult. Okay, so ELPA. Egg, this is the first stage right here. Then you have your larval stage, which is caterpillar. And then you have your pupal stage, which is what we call chrysalis. Okay, and of course, you have the adult stage. Okay, so yung chrysalis pong hinahanap natin, that's the third stage. Okay, so yung tando-tando to, no? Yung minsan hinahawakan mo, nagmo-move siya, ganyan-ganyan. Nasa cocoon yung inyong butterfly. It's called a chrysalis. Number 3 is chrysalis at the third stage. And so letter C po, chrysalis, that's our answer. Number 17, blank were the same areas colonized by the British and is also known as British India. Is it letter A, India and China? Letter B, India and Pakistan? Letter C, Pakistan and Taiwan? Or letter D, India and Bangladesh? Okay, what do you think is the best choice for number 17? We're already at number 17. Number 17, ano kaya yung tamang choice? Okay, number 17, I see a lot of letter B's. Karamihang choice nyo ay letter B for number 17. Letter B, letter B. 17, letter B. Okay, number 17 again. Going back to number 17 here. Blank were the same areas colonized by the British and is also known as British India. Is it letter A, India and China? Letter B, India and Pakistan? Letter C, Pakistan and Taiwan? Or letter D, India and Bangladesh? The correct choice here is letter B, India and Pakistan. India and Pakistan po ang ating tamang choice, no? So it's letter B, India and Pakistan. Now, going back to your maps here, this is your British India. Okay, so it's actually composed of Pakistan and India. Lately lang kasi yung Bangladesh. Bangladesh was formerly part of Pakistan, so naging East Pakistan lang yung inyong Bangladesh. Okay, so West Pakistan itong current Pakistan ngayon, no? But British India was Pakistan and India. So these two maps here show how India was divided after gaining independence from the British in 1947. The first shows India under British rule before the partition. The second shows how the region was divided after gaining independence and the breakaway of East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, from West Pakistan, now the Pakistan that we have today, in 1971 through the Bangladesh Liberation War. Okay, so essentially, nung una, British India lang siya, iisa lang siya, until nag-break away yung Pakistan, until nag-break away din yung Bangladesh. Okay, so India and Pakistan is the correct choice. That would be letter B. Okay? Number 18, the five Ps are the characteristic of letter A, Sikhism, letter B, Nazis, letter C, Buddhism, or letter D, Islam. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for number 18? Third to the last question. Third to the last question, mga kaibigan. Ano kaya ang ating tamang choice? Mm-hmm. Okay, number 18. Number 18. May A, may B, samut-sari, may C din. Okay, A, C. Karamihan sagot nyo ay letter C. Letter C ang karaming sagot. Mm-hmm. Okay, going back to the question that we have here, 18, the 5Ks are a characteristic of, correct choice here is letter A, Sikhism ito, no? So, Sikhism, isa sa mga religion sa India, it is letter A, yung mga Sikhs mo. Okay, now, please watch this video that we have. Nasa YouTube po siya, no? Yung itong video natin na green po yung kanyang background. Nandiyan po yung ating discussion ng iba-ibang uri ng religion, no, sa iba-ibang foundations of education. And so please do watch that para hindi ko na po i-discuss itong two other choices. Of course, Nazis, that is not going to be part, no? Ito yung nilid naman ni Hitler, no? So hindi po siya parte ng ating mga religions in Asia. Now, Sikhism, these are the 5Ks. Okay, so yung 5Ks nga, Kesh, Kanga or Kanga, Kirpan, Kara, and Kashira. Okay, so Kesh, unang-una, the uncut long hair gives Sikhs a distinctive appearance in society and makes it impossible for Sikhs to conceal themselves. Okay, so nakikita nyo, napakalaki ng putong nila because they have long uncut hairs. Okay, so para sa kanila, that's faithfulness, no? Pag sabi daw kasi ng Lord, ng God, huwag daw puputulin yung buhok. Okay, so napakahaba ng kanilang buhok. Now, Kanga or Kanga, the comb is associated with Kesh. It performs a function of keeping the hair orderly. The Kesh and Kanga each evoke the meaning of each other. Okay, so it's a reminder for them that they need to be neat and they need to be orderly. Now, they also have the Kirpan. The sword is meant for self-defense and is a sign of bravery. Its function is not to create fear or inflict violence on others, but to ensure unjust actions are not carried out against the weak. Okay, now you also have the Kashira. The Kash or Kashira is short drawers that symbolize alertness as well as saintliness. The attire demonstrates one's fidelity to one's state of life. And lastly, Kara, this is the iron bracelet, and it indicates courage. It reminds Sikhs to think before they act so that they do not commit a moral mistake. It symbolizes the oneness of God. The Kara is a circle and so it has neither a beginning nor an end. Okay, so these are the 5 Ks according to the 6, no? So Kesh, Kanga, Kirpan, Kara, and Kashira. All right, we move on to number 19. Okay. Number 19, the Grand Canal was built in blank and promoted blank. Is it letter A, China, trade, letter B, Budapest, Huns, letter C, Florida, boat racing, or letter D, Spain, conquistadors? Okay, so what do you think is the best choice for number 19? Second to the last. Ano yan, Sir Adrian Taberna? Ngangasok. Ngangasok. Nganga, ligwak. Hmm. Okay, number 19. I see a lot of letter A's for number 19. Letter A, letter A. Karami ang sagot nyo for number 19 ay letter A. Letter A. Okay, going back to number 19 here, the Grand Canal was built in blank and promoted blank. The correct choice is letter A. Tama yung letter A. It's in China and it is to promote trade. Okay, basahin ko lamang. Ma'am Aya P. Usman. Hello po, Ma'am Mek. First time ko po here. Watching from Dalikan or Dalikan. Dos, Maguindanao. Welcome po, Ma'am Aya. Okay, the Grand Canal is the longest canal or artificial river in the world. From the Tang to Qing dynasties, the Grand Canal served as the main artery between northern and southern China and was essential for the transport of grain to Beijing. Okay, so it was for trade and it is in China. It is still existent, no? Andiyan pa rin siya until now. Okay, so that's the Grand Canal. And again, that is in China and it promoted trade. All right, last question for tonight. Neuroplasticity is the provable concept that the brain blank gets stronger. Is it letter A, continually, letter B, never, letter C, sometimes, or letter D, rarely? Okay, which one do you think is the best choice for number 20? Last question for tonight. Sir Eugene, magkano po final coaching, ma'am? The only way that you can join the final coaching is for you to become a member of our Gurong Pinoy teams. So please do send a message. Mag-send po kayo ng message sa Facebook page na po, na ito po. So after this live stream, Sir Eugene, i-hit nyo yung send a message para po ma-address ang inyong question. Okay, number 20, I see a lot of letter A's. Letter A's. Ang sagot, Sir Adolfo Mari, nakapost na po yung ating final coaching. I am going to post it again later, no, para po makita ninyo. It is going to start by next weekend. So again, this is the last weekend that we have our live stream for YouTube and Facebook. Kung po pwede po kayo maging member ng Gurong Pinoy Teams, magpa-member na po kayo so that you can join our final coaching, our pre-board for free. And of course, if you cannot naman, kung di talaga pwede, balik-balikan nyo po yung ating YouTube videos. All right, number 20, correct choice is letter A. Tama yung letter A. Neuroplasticity is the provable concept that the brain continually gets stronger. Okay, so the ability of the brain to reorganize itself and create new circuits ang tinatawag nilang rewiring the brain in response to our environment and most remarkably in response to our thoughts. There's lifelong plasticity. In recent decades, scientists have discovered that the brain is plastic throughout our lives. New neuron growth, recent research has shown that stem cells in the brain can grow new neurons at any age. That means meron pa talagang pag-asa, okay? Kung feeling mo ay medyo mahina yung gamit mo ng brain mo, pwede pa siyang ma-build yung capacity ng brain mo na may pag-asa pa. You can still reorganize your brain, your neurons. You can rewire your brain because of the presence of what we call neuroplasticity. So that means hindi lamang kailangan na nag-stop tayo ng stimulation, na sensory stimulation of the brain from, hindi tayo nag-stop sa childhood, no? or during the time that we're still at school, dapat continuously, kaya nga kahit yung mga matatanda natin, dapat nagko-crossword puzzle, dapat nagbabasa ng newspapers, nanonood ng TV para hindi po kalawangin yung ating brains. Okay, ganyan naman talaga. Pag hindi ginagamit ay kinakalawang. And so dapat ay gamitin. All right, and that ends tonight's discussion. We are coming back tomorrow with Prof. Ed. So please join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. PH time. And of course, to the members of our Gurong Pinoy teams, your your quiz is going to be posted 6 a.m. That's still Philippine time. All right, please join me as we close our activities with our closing prayer.
Muli po tayong manalangin. Our great God, salamat po sa oras po na ito na ibinigay mo sa amin na naging matagumpay po ang aming pag-aaral. Sana po marami po kaming mga natutunan, O Diyos. Sana po ipatuloy mo po kaming pagpalain sa mga plano po namin, Panginoon. Ikaw po ang aming dakilang pastol at ikaw po yung naghahanda ng lugar para sa amin. Sana po ay maganap na po ang mga ninanais po ng aming mga puso. Alam mo po yung mga pagsisikap namin, mga sacrifices namin para matupad po ang mga pangarap po namin na ito. Sana po sa lahat po ng mga member ng Gurong Pinoy International, sana po ipagpalain mo. Lalo po, Panginoon, na malapit na po ang exam. Patibayin mo po ang aming loob. Palakasin mo po ang aming damdamin, Panginoon, na hindi po kami matakot. Sa halip, mas lalo po kaming maghanda, Panginoon. Salamat po sa sakripisyo ni Ma'am Mek at ni Sir Ram para po sa bawat isa sa amin. Panginoon, salamat po sa lahat at ibinibigay po namin lahat yung mga concern namin sa inyo. Sa pangalan ni Jesus, ito po ang mga aming dalangin. Amen.
Amen. Again, we are coming back tomorrow for Prof. Ed. That is going to be the last time that we are going to go live for September 2021 ulit. Okay, we are going to go live on YouTube and Facebook. So again, if you'd still want to continue joining us for our final coaching, please do become a member of Gurong Pinoy team. It's very easy. Just send a message to our Facebook page and we will see you through our live streams on Teams, Gardner, and Erickson. Okay, this has been Coach Mek of Gurong Pinoy. And of course, I leave with the saying, malit man na butil ng mga kaalaman, ang dulunto ay